Hey, y'all, and welcome back to the Still a Good podcast. I'm your host, B. Lene, and I'm here today with a special guest, somebody who I adore. I hope he adores me too. My heart, my best friend, my forever partner. Today with me, I have my husband, Dominique. Say hey to everybody, babe.
What's good, everybody? I'm glad to be here. Man, if anybody know me, it's not a party, so I pull up a shot. Don't you like to take a shot with me today?
I would love to start with the shot. Here we
There
go.
you
Here we go.
Not too much, not too much.
Please, not too much. Thank
I
you.
know I'm gonna put me a little more than you.
Whatever. All right, what we toasting to?
I'm toasting to a good episode and to good times and happy times. Forever time.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
That is good.
I don't know about good, but okay. So, all right, you guys. So we're here today. Just keeping it open, right? We're just gonna yap a little bit, talk to each other. If you guys know us, we just celebrated our 1-year marriage anniversary. Congratulations to us.
Yeah, big number one.
Yeah.
Not the 2 yet, but number one.
So, today let's talk about how it feels for you, babe, being a black man who dated and then eventually married a woman who has a child. I also want to talk about how it felt for you to step into fatherhood, and, take over that responsibility for a child that wasn't biologically yours. And I guess, just talk about our love story. My twin. Let's start there. So how did we meet? Tell the people.
Well, we met about almost 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I met on a dating app.
We did.
Thank you.
They don't need to know which one it was.
Yeah, we ain't getting no sponsor, so I can't. But I seen her picture.
Yeah.
It caught my eye.
Yeah. So what about my picture caught your eye?
A little schoolgirl outfit.
So he is referring to my Halloween costume, whatever year that was. I was dressed as a schoolgirl, and I posted the picture on my profile. And what about that caught your eye? Why?
Cause it just looks so innocent and naughty.
Innocent and naughty?
Yeah.
That contradicts.
Oh well.
Oh, so you just wanted to get to know?
Yeah.
Okay. And so the first night we talked, do you remember? Do you even remember?
We text.
Yeah.
And we talked off and on. I had to go to Oklahoma the next day, so we used to text while I was in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And
you had a nickname for me. Well, we had a nickname for each other.
Twin.
And why did you call me that?
Because we're two Geminis.
Two Geminis in a relationship together. Can y'all believe that?
I would never date another Gemini, too.
Wait, so you dated a Gemini before?
Yeah, it was a May Gemini. You're a June Gemini.
There's a difference?
Yeah.
I never dated a Gemini before, but my mom, who is also a Gemini, dated a Gemini once, and she told me she would never do that again either.
I only did it because you was a June Gemini.
Oh, so if I had said my birthday was in May, you would have been...
Just walked on the right out of your life.
Dang, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad I was born in June.
Me too.
Okay. So after we got serious about each other, right? Because for a while there, neither one of us was serious. It was just supposed to be a good time, not a long time, right?
That's what they say, but it is D.
Okay. What made you take me seriously? Like, what about me did you feel was different?
You showed me that there's good women out here. You was a good mother. You was smart, intelligent, kind. You could cook your butt off. They used to always fix me these good meals.
Mm-hmm.
Come visit me.
Mm-hmm.
They would drive an hour and a half to come visit me sometime.
Mm-hmm.
So it showed me dedication.
You nervous?
No.
Then why you fidgeting over there?
This is what I do. I'm a fidgeter.
When you're nervous.
Yeah.
So you're
my
nervous.
first podcast, guys.
Oh, not you drinking out my cup.
Yours sure is mine.
True. So
I remember that now when you get married.
What?
What's hers is yours and what's yours is hers.
Yep. Whatever you just said.
What's hers is yours and what's yours is hers.
Yep, absolutely. So back to the question. So you said that you took me seriously because
You showed me a lot of good qualities
mm-hmm.
that I look for in a woman
Mm-hmm.
before I can take them serious.
Mm-hmm. And okay, well that leads me to another question, because a lot of men say that it does not take long for a man to know that he wants to marry a woman, right? Do you think that's true? How long did it take you to know?
Well, see, I was ready to settle down, and after the first year, I was like, okay, let's see how this go. By year 2, I could tell you were wife material.
By year 2, you proposed to me on our first anniversary of dating. So what you mean?
Year 2, we got married.
Yeah. But when did you know that you wanted to marry me?
When I had to leave your side,
When?
and I cried.
Tell the people what happened.
You.
Tell them what happened. Why'd you have to leave?
I had to come back to Mississippi to take care of my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And I cried because I couldn't have my best friend by my side.
And that's when you knew.
Yep.
And at that point, we had been dating for maybe 6 months, maybe 5 or so.
No, it was a year.
No, it was not.
Almost.
No, it wasn't.
You know, I'm not
We
good with
started
time.
dating in January and you left in June. What's the math there? You're good with numbers?
11 months.
Anyway, okay. Well, once you saw all of those great qualities in me and decided, you know, that this was something for you to be serious about, I had an addition to me, a little bit of baggage. I wouldn't want to call my child baggage, but you know, a little mini me that comes with me. It's a package deal.
This is my best friend.
Yeah.
The first time I seen her, I was like, "Ooh, I like her. She's fun." First time I seen Lyric, she was peeking around the door and waving.
Mm-hmm.
And I waved back. We've been best of buds ever since.
Ever since. But I know before me you had dated women with children. So was that ever like a problem?
Nah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not a problem.
How does it feel? Like, is that hard? Do you think that that's hard to navigate in a relationship? Like a woman having children with another man, maybe the man's still around, you know. That wasn't our case.
In our situation, it won. But I've been in a situation where the dude still he would come get his kids, and believe it or not, contrary to belief, me and him was actually, we got to know each other and got cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't never no problem.
Yeah. It's good when everybody can co-parent.
Sit down and talk and
Yeah.
be level-headed.
Mm-hmm.
And like men.
Yeah. And respect each other.
Yeah.
So what's one piece of advice you would give a guy that's listening that might, you know, have a little but she has a kid, so he, you know, might be a little hesitant about it. What was one piece of advice you would give him?
Just remember when you was a kid and your mom or parent might have been dating somebody else, you would want them to treat you as such. So, you know, treat a child how you would want to be treated as a child, you know.
Yeah.
The kid ain't got it. He ain't asked to be in this situation. His or her didn't. He or she didn't ask to be in this situation. You feel me? So show them love too.
That's deep. I feel like that goes even as a biological parent. Like, treat your child.
You would want to be treated if you
Heal
was a
that
child.
inner child in you by treating your child that way. That's awesome, babe. You got any questions for me before we move on?
How did you feel dating somebody not from Texas that will have to come back and forth?
Like long distance?
Yeah.
That scared me. Because long distance is like, not being in each other's face can lead to a lot of things, especially if like communication's not there, and so it scared me. But I think I was prepared for you moving to Mississippi because we were kind of already long distance with you like working in different areas and states all the time. It kind of like eased us into it. I think I had to work harder at figuring out this new dynamic of us like actually living together more than the long distance. Why are you looking like that?
That's more of my fault.
I don't think it's anyone's fault.
Just living on a roof with somebody is different.
Yeah.
One person might do stuff one way and the other person might do something the other.
Yeah.
You just have to find common ground.
Yeah. Or we can just do it my way.
Man,
just
listen to your woman.
I'm just playing.
Unless you the clean one. She's the clean one. I'm the junky one, as I would say. But I know where everything is at in my own junk.
That's not true.
Most times.
Because you always asking me where something is.
Because you go around moving stuff sometimes.
No, I don't move your junk. Your junk stay in its place. My biggest thing is common areas. Areas where, like, if somebody comes over to the house, they're going to be in that area. Those areas should always stay clean to me. Like,
sure.
Our room, the back room, all of those.
My man cave is my man cave. Don't nobody go back there without my permission.
I sure wouldn't go back there, because Lord Jesus. All right, moving on. All right, so let's get down to the good. The information that the people want to know, the nitty gritty, okay? And I'm going to do this in a chill way. So I want you to tell me I told you it was going to get hot in here. I want you to tell me one rose and one thorn about our relationship. And what I mean by that, roses are good things, right? Things that make you happy, all the positive. And thorns are things that like maybe we need some work on, you would like to change, you would like to get better.
One positive thing, or rose as you call it, you will always support me.
Always.
And you always have my back.
For sure. You're my best friend.
One thing I'll change is, you know me, I'll change this bank account to say an extra $250,000.
That ain't got nothing to do with our relationship, though. No, it doesn't. Our relationship doesn't affect the money.
The money makes the relationship feel smoother. Because, sometimes...
But we don't even argue or fight over finances.
We don't. Let me rethink that. But, I'm always chasing a dollar, so I'm going to go get her, so let me see.
About our relationship, something that we could do better.
That's a tough one. I feel like we compliment each other to the point where not too many negatives.
Okay, not too many, so that means there's something that comes to your mind. I feel like you're trying to be passive about it. Go ahead. Come on.
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all. She don't realize I feel like we have a perfect bond in a relationship.
You feel like if nothing in our relationship changes, everything as is today, you would be happy for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Really.
Women nag, so that don't bother me.
So you saying I nag?
I'm not saying that, but women as a whole,
I'm asking.
y'all stay on top of us as men, so that's just the common thing. Some men would say that's a problem, but if she ain't nagging, something wrong.
She don't care about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. She ain't trying to make you better. She don't care.
There you go. These folks finna come knock on our door, y'all.
They better not. All right, come on.
What
You want me
about
to
you?
go?
Yeah.
A rose for our relationship is definitely your relationship with Lyric. That's a huge one because I don't know what I would do without you. Like, and I don't care what nobody says. I do not care what anybody says. Raising a child with another person or a village, is so much easier and so much better than doing it on your own. It is 10 times as hard to do it by yourself. So I definitely think that is a rose. A thorn for me. Why are you looking down like that?
I was trying to find something to block out some of the light. It's hot up here.
I told you it was gonna get hot.
The lighting.
A thorn for me would be, how honest are we getting with these people?
It's your podcast. I'm just a guest.
Yeah, but it's also your business, so I just want to know.
It's your podcast. Ask away.
A thorn for me is, although our relationship is strong, I do believe our foundation is strong. We still have some trust issues in our relationship due to past things, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I think that it affects other parts of our relationship. And I don't want it to hinder us from continuing to grow and continuing to be strong. So that's the only rose thorn I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, it's things I can improve on as a man that could probably fix those problems.
Yeah, and taking accountability on my end too. I could probably react better to a lot of things, because a lot of the times when I react, it's out of emotion and out of hurt, and I need to learn how to control that better. What you think?
As a man, I shouldn't put you in them situations, though, probably.
Yeah.
So I take my responsibility.
I appreciate that. All right. So we've got a couple of questions that came to the DMs. Earlier yesterday, I posted, we posted a questions box on IG, and we had a few questions. So you ready to answer a couple of them? Okay. Let me see. Y'all bear with me 1 second. Okay. The first question is, do you two want more kids?
Yeah, I want me a son. Straight off the head, just like that. I want a son. We've been trying to. And for y'all that don't know.
Well, if you listen to episode 2, then you know.
Episode 1 or episode 2?
Episode 2. Then you know that we had a miscarriage this year. That was kind of rough for us, right?
Yeah.
So trying for another one is in the works. Don't worry, we be,
I mean, getting it in like a venture friend.
We do what needs to be done when it comes to that, okay? So don't even worry about that.
Don't be surprised if out here by episode 7 or 8, she pregnant again.
All right, we'll see. Because this time around, I don't think I want to announce that to everybody. All right, second question. How do you compromise on certain tasks that need to be done?
I do the hard stuff, the outdoor, the hands-on stuff, the manly stuff.
Yeah, I think we have a real traditional
Yeah.
relationship when it comes to stuff like that.
The kitchen is her area, but I can step in there and help if she allow me.
He gonna get on the grill for sure.
Yep.
And yeah, the kitchen's my area.
I can't throw down there, y'all. If y'all know me, y'all, if y'all done seen me in action, y'all know I can throw down.
Okay. You feel better now?
Yeah.
Okay. But yes, he can cook, just to put that out there. But yeah, he usually does a lot of the, like, I guess, quote unquote, manly things. He takes care of the cars, the lawn, the dad things. Yeah.
Fixing stuff around the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I take care of a lot of the...
Teaching the kid how to ride a bike.
Yep. And I do a lot of the mom things. Cooking, cleaning, washing clothes. I technically, I'm a stay-at-home mom at the moment, so I do all of those things.
Make sure the finances don't get messed up, because y'all, if you know me,
Yeah.
I'll fuck the bag up.
Yeah.
But I get it back. But I fucked it up.
Yeah, so I handle our money. And I think that's another topic for another day. The whole, 50-50, 80-20 conversation. But that's just what works for us. So that's how we do things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One last question. Well, actually, I have two questions. The first one is, what is a piece of advice that you got that about marriage that helps you?
Take it one day at a time. Marriage ain't easy. Marriage ain't hard. Marriage is what you put into it.
Mm-hmm.
And Rome wasn't built in a day.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, it ain't gonna be good times always. Good times ain't gonna be bad times always. Don't run at the first sight of trouble. Because a lot of people, the first time somebody mess up in a relationship, they want to go to the divorce court. So that's never a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
At least try to work it out. Talk it through. Get counseling if you have to. If that don't work, like the old folks used to do, go in the other room and you sleep in one room, I sleep in the other. But if y'all know me, I don't believe in divorces.
Now, let's just, for the people, we not saying stay in no toxic situations, just letting people do whatever to you. But if you know something is worth you fighting for, if you know something is worth you fixing, then make sure you do that. But for me, a piece of advice that we recently received that I could really appreciate is that, your spouse is your person. Your spouse is your best friend. And, they should always come first in your mind, in your thoughts, and your, everything that you do. Just like I used to tell the kids when I was teaching, I used to tell them, you represent your parents. So everything you do, it makes me think, oh, this is how, your parent allows you to act and be, and this is what they've taught you. And I feel like spouses kind of do the same thing when you go out in the world. You represent your spouse. And I know I always want to represent my husband in a good way. He's nodding his head. Y'all can't see him. All right, one last question. I feel like this is a big one for us. How do you handle disagreements?
We handle them. And my baby, she come sit me down, and we hear each other out, speak our mind, take turns, give each other a chance to speak what they got to say.
It has to be at the right time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
don't do it if y'all
if you on 10.
On 150.
Yeah. But if you do... But I do think, baby, if you do, because we've had those moments that something blew up and didn't need to be that big, but both of us are willing to come back and be like, hey, like, I didn't handle that correctly or whatever, and I'm ready to talk now. Because in our relationship, he wants to fix everything right away. Like, oh, it's a problem, let's fix it. And for me, I'm like,
Just leave me alone.
yeah,
let me calm down.
Yes, let me digest my feelings. Because I'm more emotional. So I will react. I will say something in emotion. And that's not always good for our relationship, right? Right.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Well, baby, we made it through year 1 of our marriage. Ooh, good for us.
I might take a shot to that again. Cause that 1 year anniversary trip, boy.
We had a time, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We had a good time.
Lots to that one. There you go.
No.
Drunk up.
Thank you. All right. So if you had to describe this last year of our relationship, of our marriage, in one word, what would the word be?
Well, learning.
Learning. Yeah.
A process.
Mm-hmm.
Trust it.
Mm. What about the upcoming year? What would be the word that you would dedicate the year to?
Upgrade.
Period. Let's upgrade. Yeah, for me, I think last year my word would be transformation, because it was a ride.
Guys, I know I said 2-word phrases, but you get it.
Yeah, we got it. But upcoming, I agree with upgrade. We got a lot of things in the works. Working on building this empire together.
Starting my own trucking business soon.
Yep, we got a lot of things coming up, so definitely upgrade would be the word of the year. All right, baby. Well, thank you for coming on.
It was fun being in here with you guys.
I'm so happy.
Make sure y'all tune in. I will make my return.
Okay.
When the time is right.
When the time is right. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in and joining us on this episode. Drop any questions or comments that you have in the comment section. Meet me there and let me know how you like this episode and if you would like Dominique to return. But yeah, make sure you follow the podcast on Instagram at Still a Good Podcast. And wherever you're listening, make sure you like and subscribe.
Y'all hit that button, And hit that bell, too, on YouTube for them notifications.
Please do. Please. We're trying to get monetized over here, so we would really appreciate it. And as always, give yourself some grace this week. And remember, you're doing better than you think you are.
There you go.